dads for an hour and then do some news for 30 and then cut it.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how long I can go tonight. I'm not feeling so good.
that's
And
fine.
so I'm gonna, yeah, let you guys. I'll start it off, and then I don't know what do we want to begin with. What do we want to start with?
Let
Um,
me.
we talking about like personal dad stories? We want to get right into some of these links that I. Oh, I don't know if you guys. I didn't share the document.
Oh yeah, you just sent it to us a little while ago, right?
Mm,
Uh,
Jane and I, we
no.
went to go catch some stand up so we could talk about that for a quick second, kill some time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. No. I just there's a.
We got BB in the house.
What up, broom backhand?
And Broen Backhand is my personal child psychologist now.
All right, but
What,
I've
he-
got the social media stuff ready to go as well. So I think I forgot last time, but I've got it ready.
Okay.
All right, I'm about to do the post.
Cool.
We need to. Some folks had posted in the. All right, who's got their YouTube on?
That was me. I lowered the volume.
All right, so
Working.
a few people had responded to my Facebook post today and mentioned they're good dads, bad dads, whatnot. So we got to give them a shout out.
You're gonna need to be louder, Chris.
I'm not sure how much louder I can get.
Or get closer.
He's using his
I'm using
earbuds.
yeah. Let me see if how it sounds if I switch to my internal mic on my laptop. Hello.
Yep, I think that sounds better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I think do that.
You sound you sound
There's-
clearer, and the other one you
there's
sound a
no-
bit more
there's
like
less
echoey and
echo.
distant.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll stick with this then.
Yeah. Okay. So repeat what you were saying as far as like the show rundown, the episode rundown.
We had some people had posted in the Facebook in the group. Their
Right.
good dads, bad dads stuff. So we need to give them a shout out.
Aaron. Aaron was one of them. Aaron Easter.
Quana.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's let me find that. All right, but I'll let you guys kind of take the lead on some energy tonight.
All right.
So Sean and Jeff Lee. Yeah, there's some crazy fucking killers out there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Got to be careful, man.
There's a Bubble, what was it? Balloon Boy Dad?
Yeah. I still think he's a classic, man.
I mean, the fact that that one of the kids farted during the interview is fucking. That's the thing I'll
Yeah.
always remember
Oh,
about
yeah.
that
Where was
stupid thing.
this?
Balloon
save
Boy.
it.
Yeah,
We'll
balloon
save
boy.
we'll save it for the pod. That's a pretty lighthearted one compared to the dads that ate their wives and in front of
Right?
kids and whatever.
That shit's gnarly, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, and then
Everything's posted up, Robbie.
I shared the doc.
Okay, cool.
Posted. And now, okay.
I shared the document to you guys.
Yeah.
All right.
I gotta go get that right now.
Yeah, let me get my.
There's just
bust
some
up
like some links I had found with like historical bad dads.
Who are we gonna cover? Like Joe Jackson, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's kind of a interesting.
Well, I feel
He's
like
America's
he didn't
dad.
really.
Yeah, I don't know if he was a actual bad dad.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think he qualifies. Like he didn't. He raped women, but he didn't really beat his kids. So
Oh, that's right. He
Yeah.
did have a kid. Yeah, you forgot about that.
He had a son that was killed.
Yeah,
That's right,
yeah. Well, I mean, he's a bad person who happened to be a father. I mean, because that could that. qualify him?
Well, he didn't do anything horrible to his children other than rape women,
Yeah.
disgrace himself and his family.
The usual.
You know, but he had a good run up until he was like 70.
You think anybody searched out his son's grave and went to go trash it after all this craziness that went down with him?
Oh, I don't know. Did he only have one kid? At least the
Oh.
kid died before his dad got busted.
Yeah.
There was one on this list. I had him under honorable mention. There was a guy his name's John List.
Of course. That sounds like the most widest alias ever. His name,
Yeah.
List. John. Yeah, John List.
I don't know if you guys each want to.
Yeah, let me go get my laptop.
We live on YouTube.
We are.
Okay.
We are both posts, both groups are on, so we're good.
All right. Well, we should get it on then when Manny gets back. Okay, now I'm refreshing my memory a little bit. So there's like a top 3 or 4 I could roll through to start off with, get your commentary on before we get into more personal stories and then some of the more bizarre ones.
Yeah.
Does that sound all right?
Yep. Like I said, mine are pretty short. Like there's no craziness, just, some discipline stuff. Nothing that can get anybody in legal trouble.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hi-hat in the house.
Hi-hat.
What's up, hi-hat?
What up, hi-hat?
Hello, hi-hat. So Jane, oh yeah, I guess got some questions. All right. I think I know what I'm doing here.
We all set, ready to go, or last minute?
Yeah, I'm set.
Yep, I'm set. Am I crapping out?
No, you're fine.
Sounds good for now. It always happens like in the middle of you
News for
explaining.
some odd reason.
Yeah, whenever you're like in the middle of explaining something.
I know.
It's like, fuck Jane and her explanations.
And then we're kind of like,
It'd be awesome if I could belch right when that's happening. I think it would sound really funny.
Is that a carnivore thing? Belching?
No. If anything, it's the opposite. All right.
go time.
Yep.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Good evening, Endless Ranners. Welcome back for episode 70 of your Endless Ranners podcast. My name is Chris, and I am but one of your Endless Ranners hosts for tonight's episode. Joining me for tonight's show are the lovely and talented Jane. Hi, Jane.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Robbie Spotlight's in the house.
What up?
What up, Robbie? Last but not least, it's producer Manny. What's going down, mole man?
Coming to you all from the great outdoors. Fucking
You are
burning up.
outside.
Heat wave
this-
in our area.
Yeah, so just trying to keep cool while we knock this little episode for our wonderful supporters out.
Manny
What's a
lives
heat wave
in,
out there, like
the hot
90?
part of LA and does not have AC. It's
Ugh.
like
I like to
unfathomable.
torture myself. I'm a sadist like that, you know? What can I
It's
say?
okay. Get a fan on.
Yeah.
Actually, there's really no escaping it then, is there?
No, there isn't.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
a
rough.
relentless bully.
Well, the saving grace is it does cool off at night. Once the sun goes down, it's fine.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah, it's not
here
like
in-
the relentless, humid East Coast or South.
yeah, here
I mean,
in
we do-
well, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna quick saying we do have those days, and thankfully, we still haven't experienced them yet. I'm not looking forward to them, but they do roll around from time to time.
Did we introduce Robbie yet, or did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
did.
Sorry.
We did, but I've got some social media stuff going on. Let's let
Plug away.
our listeners know about our Instagram account, Endless Ranchers Podcast on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. Our boy Mo Man is also How We Figure on Instagram and Twitter. And whoever wants to say hi on Robbie Spotlight at Instagram and Twitter, say what's up. Also, if you guys want to join our Facebook group, just go to the Endless Ranchers Podcast group on Facebook. Join in on the conversation. We'll throw out all the information. We do bi-weekly happy hours on Zoom. So, yeah, join in. We want more friends, guys. Come on, let's do
That'll
this.
be this Friday too.
Okay, I was just about to ask if one was happening this week.
Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're due. That's right.
Yeah, this is Chris doesn't have his kids. It's always kind of based around Chris's kid schedule.
That's right. The world revolves around my kids.
So mark your calendars. We'll put up a link on the Endless Ranters group in a few days.
Yes, sir. So I was about to say, I'm coming at you from Houston, where it's not that hot, but it gets really humid down here. But in Texas, yeah, in the Dallas area, it gets to like, it's 100 during the day, and then at night it's like 90 and windy. So it's just like really hot air blowing at you outside. It's pretty bad.
Gross.
Yeah, doesn't get as cool when the sun goes down as it does for you guys. But anyway, thanks to everyone for listening, watching, supporting the show. We truly appreciate it. This week, in honor of the upcoming Father's Day weekend, and in stark contrast to our Mother's Day tribute episode a couple months back, tonight we're going to focus on the worst dads in history. Before we talk about maybe our own dads and experiences, things like that, and give them a little shout out. We also have some tributes, I guess you could call it that, from our Facebook group, where we did a post and asked for some nominations for worst dads, best dads, whatever. A lot of sick, twisted dads out there in history. So we're going to get to those too. But first, Manny, Jane, you guys saw a comedy show out there?
Yeah, Manny and I went back to the Supernova Comedy Club, and so yeah, it was another outdoor show. It was on the day of the opening. I actually did not wear a mask to walk in, to get seated, to use the bathroom. It was my first fully non-masked event. Yeah, that was.
Well,
So
hold on.
the headliner was Tom Segura.
It was my first time seeing Tom, and he was so fucking good.
Yeah, he was really good. I would say Adam Ray was my favorite.
Again?
I felt like because we
He
saw
went again, huh?
him.
Yeah,
we
he
saw
did.
when you were in town, Chris, and I thought he was actually better this time.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he brought more energy.
Maybe the crowd was better, or maybe I think it was just a fuller crowd. That might also be it.
Yeah,
It felt like more people were in attendance this time.
yeah.
Well, a couple weeks when I was out there, a couple weeks ago, I don't remember wearing a mask to that event. I don't think I ever put a mask on.
No,
for it,
I don't think no, but to use the bathroom, stuff like that, where you're always thinking oh, I gotta take it out. There's kind of that automatic. Well, you're from Texas, so you don't know maybe
Yeah,
as much.
damn that. Yeah. No, we don't. We just ignore the signs here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My favorite comedian of last night was Crystal Marie. God damn, fucking gorgeous woman.
Of course she was.
Oh, she was.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
they always have a token female there. So
True.
So was she funny in addition to
Yeah.
being attractive?
yeah, she's very
Yes.
dry, kind of
I
stoic.
dig that.
Yeah, I do like that. I do. I
Oh,
actually
cool. Cool.
um
Who else was
Kinda
on
had-
the? Who else was on the marquee?
Charles
Mr.
Greaves.
Yeah, he was there.
Blank,
And
if you're
then
8, I think it was total of 8. I mean,
the Sklar brothers were also there again.
oh yes, yes.
Okay, so they just
And-
swapped a few people out on you.
Yeah. And then there were 2 openers. I forget their fucking names, but they were pretty cool too.
Oh, it was Brent. I think it was Brenton Biddlecombe
There
and
you go.
Mark Saratella, Sean Joshi. He was the
Yeah, there you
intern.
go.
And yeah, I thought there was one more that's maybe not on this that I'm seeing. Were there 9? Maybe there were 9.
I remember there
Some
being
guy named
8. but-
Thomas. He had like pineapples on his shirt or something. Anyway,
Yeah, one of them did. I think it was one of the first few that came out.
yeah, it was a good show. I like it. It's kind of a fun venue, even though it's outdoor. I do want to go back to seeing it indoors. I think it is overall better for comedy to be indoors, but for what it is, it was fun.
And Robbie left out again.
Oh, I was in town this weekend. I hung out with some of the Lady Lackeys and producer Emmy, but I was headed to San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
on some birthdays this weekend. I headed to San Francisco on Sunday. I had tickets for Eric Schwartz, but I didn't get back home in time, which I felt I really wanted to see him. But either way, it was fun weekend. Hung out, like I said, with Haley and Jen from the Lady Lackeys and producer Emmy. It was fun. And Olga. So
Oh
Gotta
shit,
love
no
Olga.
way.
yeah,
Oh, that's good.
she was
Yeah,
there.
and I saw you briefly, but I was so tired. I showed up to Jen Lorch of Lady Lackeys had a birthday thing in the area at a bar, and I had been out all day at like a racetrack with Patrick and Cherie, who do the Patrick's the Corolla Drinks guy. Anyway, so I had a very long day already, and I did.
What are you doing at a racetrack?
I don't know. They just invited me. I was like, sure. It was really beautiful. Is it Santa Anita?
Oh,
Kinda out
okay.
by you, I guess.
No,
think it
I
was the
understand. No, I
racing
thought you were
track.
like at an actual, like car racing track. I was like, I didn't
No,
know
sorry,
Jane had.
horse races. Horse races.
Oh,
Anyway,
they weren't dog races, greyhound races.
Those aren't as cool anymore.
I saw one at when I lived in Florida. I went to a dog race track or whatever. I guess I don't know what you really call it. The greyhounds where they race. It's pretty sad
Yeah.
because there are these dogs running down this stretch, and you just got a bunch of like old gambling degenerates screaming at the dogs as they're running, like as if they have any idea what's going on. Not that horses don't, but at least horses are big, I guess, and it could kick someone's ass. But
So
yeah,
you'd
pretty
feel
disturbing.
more at ease if dog racing, if the dogs are bigger and they could fend for themselves.
I guess I feel
Fuck.
more. I guess I feel more sorry for dogs.
I
Word.
prefer dog races.
Dog racists, yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
like Rottweilers. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
notorious racists.
There was a movie back in the 70s. I think it was called what is it? White Lightning, where the dog was trained to hunt black people. White Lightning. Check it out.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow.
Not
don't
that I
think I-
condone.
Yeah, I don't think I will check it out, but
You
I'm gonna take
Cool
your word
there,
on it.
Rob. I don't know why that's on your.
You can find it in like the dark web, I'm sure, right now. Yeah. It's already been
All right.
canceled.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
so
all right, should we get to our
yeah, so from worst dogs to worst dads, I had a few that really grabbed my attention this past week. I was doing some research, aka Google searches on worst dads in history, and some notables. I mean, they got some easy ones like Joseph Stalin, Genghis Khan, Henry VIII. But the one that really jumped out at me and was really number one on this list was Marvin Gaye Sr., Marvin Gaye's dad, who
Yeah.
shot his son, Marvin Gaye, with a shotgun, I think twice, killed him. The best part about this story, some people may know, is that Marvin Gaye had actually bought his dad that shotgun for home protection.
Jesus.
this is a very meta.
Yeah.
Like the guy who brings you to life, and then you give him the thing that he uses to take you out of life. Very
Yeah.
meta.
Yeah. Meta, ironic, murderous. But I think, and the argument was over like, and it's some kind of insurance, some kind of like, I don't know, something about his mother
Why is it always about that of all things? Like, it's not
What?
like Marvin Gaye was coming. It's not like his son was over here running some sort of scam or trying to like. I don't understand. Like, that was your kid, and yet you want to come over here and just end his life over some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Uh, I guess, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I don't think I could ever kill anybody.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's hard to put yourself in the crazy person's mind. But yeah, I guess he was upset with him. That's my explanation.
That's one way to put
He's
Upset.
very
it.
up. He's very
Yeah.
upset with his son.
Upsetting.
He's very frustrated.
Well, okay, it says
Um,
according to Wikipedia that he intervened in a fight between his parents, um, and became involved in a physical altercation with his dad, who then shot Gay twice in the chest and then in his shoulder. Uh, yeah, that was so. I
yeah,
guess there was already like heightened. It wasn't like it sounded, not planned out. It's kind of a
yeah.
moment of rage.
Gotcha.
Henry VIII, I guess, as historical figures go, is up there because what I think he's famous for. He had a queen wife. I'm not going to get into all the names, but she just gave him daughters, right? And
Oh, and he wanted a
he needed a
son.
son, and he had like
Yeah.
multiple daughters, and then like had one of the wives, one of the baby mamas killed, and yeah, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad to be rejected like that. He was pretty terrible, but one of my favorites and the most horrible here is this a guy by the name of John List.
I was reading
So
up on this right now. It's taking an interesting turn.
yeah, so he was a wealthy banker in New Jersey. This is in the 60s. He's deeply religious, 3 kids, mansion, loving wife. And then he had, I guess his wife had an untreated case of syphilis. That's never good. That's never good.
How did she
And
catch it? Is my question.
well, that's a good job. I mean, that's a good question. That's a good question. Probably from him. But in 1971, he lost his job and spent days in a train station because he didn't want to tell his family that he'd been fired. So he decided that he would kill his family
Whoa.
to save them. And his reasoning was that if they were dead, then they would never have to go on welfare, something like that. So he killed them. Oh yeah, and then I guess because um, he killed them, and I guess he went on the run and he lived for like 20 years or something like that in Colorado, I think it was. Yeah, and yeah, 18 years later, a neighbor recognized him from an episode of America's Most Wanted, which is interesting because that show's called a lot of people. And then when they asked him, well, why didn't you kill yourself? He said, well, then I guess that's a sin. So
Wait, what?
he
What?
Hold
yeah,
up.
That's a
yeah,
That's a
whole.
weird line
That's
of
a
logic.
very.
yeah. It
Yes,
says
man.
he
That's
said
like.
it was my belief that if you kill yourself, you won't go to heaven. But hopefully they would go to heaven, the wife and kids. So um,
Uh-uh.
yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
yeah, he died
You
in
don't look
prison.
good.
Yeah, but it's very selfish. Very selfish. I guess he went on to live a free life for like an 18 years. So I don't think he went on welfare. So yeah, there's something bogus about this guy's story. But yeah, just a lot of demented people out there. I don't know. Do you guys have any favorites from history, or you want to talk about some personal stories? Or we have some shout outs too from our Facebook group.
Oh yeah, I wanted to touch on Sean Zimmerman, one of our frequent Zoom happy
Contributors.
hour members. Hi
Hmm.
Sean.
What up?
He gave a shout out to a guy named Fritzl. So he is Joseph Fritzl. He held his daughter captive for 24 years and assaulted, sexually abused, and raped her numerous times while she was imprisoned in a concealed area in the cellar of the family house. she had 7 children by him, and
Oh,
3
boy.
of them remained in captivity with her, and then 1 died. Yeah, and the other 3 were raised by Fritzl, I guess the grandfather and the father, and his wife, so the grandmother. Yes.
Well, thanks for bringing that to our attention, Sean.
I
I
could be
think that's
wrong.
I might think that guy wins.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think finally the police found out, the authorities found out when I don't know if it was one of the kids had like some sort of medical emergency, and the doctors really wanted to know some of the history, and the mom, which was the daughter, right, didn't really want to give it out. Finally, I think she, out of fear or maybe Stockholm syndrome, finally she said, "Yeah, my dad is their kid's father." I think that's the same story. That's how they found out that the dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he was like the worst dad and the worst grandfather.
Yeah, that's
yes.
right.
Like
And
some fucked up
husband.
version of Chinatown, man.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
What about Chinatown?
No, did you ever watch that movie Chinatown with
Jack
Jack
Nicholson?
Nicholson?
No.
I didn't know
Oh,
it. I didn't know it involved that kind of stuff.
yeah, that's what.
been a
Spoiler
while.
alert! Sorry to spoil a 60 some odd or however old the movie, but yeah, there's this revelation near the end of Chinatown where the main woman, the female supporting character, she turns out to be abused and has a kid that from her dad or whatever the fuck. It's fucked up.
Gosh.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It's like one of those film noirs movies. It deals a lot with like what LA and the LA River and that sort of thing also.
Yeah, the story behind bringing water to LA.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Oh, that's what I thought it was all about. I didn't realize that. Well, I mean, I guess that's a twist at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got a submission right here. It's not from the group, but still in 2008, an incident in North Carolina involving a man named Johnny Eric Marlowe was arrested. He was a practicing polygamist, and he circumcised one of his infant sons with a utility knife, which caused him to almost bleed to death.
Sloppy,
leave that to the
sloppy work.
To say the least. I mean, that that actually kind of the reason why I chose that story, because it kind of sags into a story that involved me and my dad and circumcision of all things. I was I was like 12, 13. He
That's
sits me, he
old.
calls,
That's
yeah, he calls me over. He's chilling on the couch, and I had just finished eating dinner or doing some fucking chores or something. Calls me over. He's like, "Son, we need to have a talk." It's like, "All right, what's going down, Dad?" And then he just starts talking to me about male hygiene and how men need to have a circumcised penis. So I'm just like, wait, why are you telling me this now? I just started like, it was so out of left field, out of the blue, just nothing was uttered that would be like, oh, by the way, you need to be circumcised. It was just like, nope, it was so, it's one of those like weird moments that just whenever it comes up in my mind, I just can't help but laugh and chuckle. It's like, it's a very endearing
Okay,
father-son moment.
so you weren't circumcised, and then
I am, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm rocking what ladies have been calling the director's cut. Some cut, you know.
wait. So
And
did you end up getting circumcised?
I don't know what that
no,
means.
I didn't.
Okay.
But this is like, if it was such a concern, why not just handle it when I was like fresh out the womb, you know, instead of just
Right.
waiting to tell me when I'm a teenager? It's like,
Well,
I don't
okay.
want to do that.
Or at least give an explanation for your change of mind, or some explanation as to why this wasn't done when you were a baby,
Yeah.
Yeah.
whether it
What
was
brought-
their
what-
opinion or
What made him want to talk to you about that at that moment? Like, had he
I
seen
don't-
a television
know,
show or
dude.
something? Seen a
I don't
documentary about it?
know. It was so out of left field. Like, I don't know what inspired him to bring that up to me, to be honest, man.
Well, yeah, I don't really know what to say.
can you
I
ask
thought
him?
I'm glad he wasn't going to circumcise you, right? He's like, all right, son, pull your pants down.
Right? Pulls out a fucking machete. Is like, yeah,
Yeah,
there you
was
go.
part of you a little scared in that moment? Like, what if you had read that article and then he said that? What if you had known
Well, yeah, that would have been a completely different story. But no, I don't know what possessed him to bring that to my attention at that point in time. But I'm sure if I asked him now about it, he'd probably be like, "What are you talking about?" And try and play it off, or who knows. But I'll let you guys know. I'll be hanging out with him soon.
Yeah,
Be
I'd
like,
like
"Hey,
to know.
pops, I have a follow-up
Yeah.
question to ask you some 20 years later."
He's like, well, when I was 12, my dad sat me down and also talked to me about, foreskin cleanliness.
Yeah, right.
It's a family tradition. It's been passed down generation after
All right,
generation.
Chris, Rob, what are your circumcision statuses?
Yes.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
I feel like, even if you're not religious, it's actually pretty normal to do. Like my nephew is circumcised and they don't identify as a religion. So
Yeah, I don't think religion has anything to do with it nowadays. I don't think.
I do find it weird. I think Adam, you know how Adam Carolla talks about the groups that get the candles, take to the streets, and say, "Hey, we want our foreskins back. We want our foreskins back." Like, it'd be nice if kids had a choice, as babies. I don't know, but I get the whole cleanliness and all that stuff. I do get that. I get it, but it's a little weird to me.
When my son was born,
I don't want my foreskin back. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. When my son was born, I think they were like, well, should we do this? We're like, yeah. And then it's like, do you want to be there? No. So I was like, you could take him away and take care of business and then bring him back when you're done.
Yeah, bring him back in.
They don't know it happened, it was like day one, maybe day two. I don't know.
Yeah.
But they have no idea what's going on. But
you remember back in Universal Soldier, the movie with Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme, and he wore like his necklace made out of ears. What if like it was like a thing of pride. You wore a necklace made out of your foreskin. That'd be kind of cool, right? Like a cultural thing, religious, right?
I don't know if I would call it cultural. I don't know, man.
Kind of cool.
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
not
cool.
start that fashion trend.
No,
cool.
Okay, all right.
That's too metal.
How many foreskins you got? It'd be more like the nurse because I think it's done by nurses now.
Just stretch it out.
They're more like earring size, right? Because you make like 2 earrings out of them. Like
I feel like once it dries out, you got like a little, like a tiny little, like less than the size of a dime of just crusty skin. This is pretty gross.
You could use it as inlay for a ring to wear.
Yeah, you could put it
foreskin rings will be all the rage in the next few years. Fuck my word.
Put it in glass and wear it as a ring. Yeah. Put it in like a block of acrylic. Use it as a desk weight or paperweight.
Yeah.
Not as cool as a necklace though. Yeah.
I know. So Robbie took it to the extreme over here. Fucking metal ass foreskin necklace.
Yeah.
Just trying to think outside of the box.
You really are, man. I gotta hats off to you on that.
Thank you
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one more quick story. So growing up, pops would take us, once or twice every summer to the local water park, Raging Waters, or if not that, to just the beach. One year, I think I was like 5 or 6. He took us to SeaWorld, and prior to the show starting, there was this dude, a BMXer, off to the side on his own little platform, and I was just entranced by what this dude was doing. Was flatland BMX. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. Yes, no.
What do you mean flatland? Just doing tricks on just a flat surface? Like
pretty much. Essentially, it's like you're dancing with your bike. Your bike's your dance partner.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So at that point in time, I had my own bike. I would just, hurl myself off the sidewalk, try to catch air or whatever. But I didn't know that you could ride your bike like that. That shit blew my fucking mind.
Oh yeah, like they spin the wheel and all that stuff.
You use the pegs,
spin circles, whatnot. Yeah.
So that when he took us, I mean, SeaWorld, all that shit was cool, but like what just totally stole the show for me, like made that experience so fucking really memorable for me was being exposed to that because that's still with me to this day. Like just that, I love that shit. The flat landing in general.
So
Took
wait,
you to SeaWorld to see
your dad
BMX
doing it
tricks.
himself?
I'm sorry.
Who was doing the tricks?
Oh, it was just some random BMX athlete or just a, some enthusiast, I guess, that you worked at the park just to warm up the crowd or just keep the crowd. In my instance, it kept me entertained. Like it had my
Okay.
attention. Yeah.
That was a big deal back when I was a teenager. I feel like, yeah, like
Brad.
a lot of, it wasn't always just like giant air, like X Games. It was, yeah, rhythmic dance on a bicycle,
Mhm.
freestyle, whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a big deal.
So I didn't know it was flatland at that age. Fast forward till, when I was a teenager, freshman year in high school, my friend, I still talk to this day, shout out to Right Hand Dan. He had an issue of Ride BMX. And so I started talking to him. He's like, hey, bro, roll with me for a second. And so I was telling him this whole story and he was like, oh yeah, that's flatland. And so after that, I was like, cool, that's it. I'm done. That's like what I'm
I've
devoting part
never
of my
heard
life to.
that. I've never heard it referred to as that name. I think it was just freestyle. I don't know.
Well, some people still refer to it as that. You got like park or street freestyle, and then just flat freestyle. So,
Okay.
Big props to Pops for taking us to SeaWorld and changing my life forever.
Aw.
Yeah.
You think he knew
Segueing
there was
into
going to be a
good
lot of
dad story.
BMX? He probably didn't know there was going to be BMX at the
I'll probably
Shamu
be at
show.
SeaWorld.
I did not know. That's why it was like a very surprising and just like life changing moment. It was like, hell yeah, I'm here for this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Robbie,
Yeah.
did your dad take you to SeaWorld or talk to you about circumcision or foreskin cleanliness?
My mom actually gave me the sex talk. The sex talk. That was my
What
mom.
age?
It's like 17 maybe. No, I was I don't know, it's like 12, 13, something like that. She talked to me about masturbation and
boy.
how
Wow.
yeah, I know. Oh boy is right. How doing it too much was not good and healthy. Doing it too much. Now I understand, you gotta clean those pipes sometimes. You gotta make sure.
I'm starting to understand the Insta-ho thing more now.
I
This was sort of
don't follow
rebellion.
any Insta hoes anymore. They're gone.
Are
Did she
they?
give you any magazines?
Search my follows. They're gone.
Interesting.
Yeah. My what was
Good
that,
job,
Chris?
Jane. Good job,
Yeah,
Jane.
they're gone. You can check.
You stole the joy from his life.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
did she give you any magazines?
No magazines.
Was
No
there any talk about the demons or anything?
Well, actually, it's funny. My grandma. This is not a grandma episode, but when I went to Guatemala many years ago, back when she was alive, I was like, I don't know, 14. There was a pastor that kind of showed up. She was serious. She said, yeah, he can pray for Robbie over here's demons. I'm like, what? Like she was serious. I was not like a bad kid, but she wanted him to pray for my demons.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
This means that your mom and your grandma were talking about how often you were beating off all the time.
That's probably what my mom knew. She probably saw all those socks, hidden. I throw in the back, yeah. But yeah. But my mom.
So you got the birds and the bee talk from your mom.
Yeah. My I think you guys, I might have mentioned it real quickly, but my parents are religious. They're pastors, and I don't know. That's it's a little different for pastors' kids, I think.
They're both pastors.
Well, my dad is. My mom's the wife, basically, but they both hold positions and stuff like that. And since I was a kid, I've known of that, so I can have a conversation, relating to Bible and religious stuff. Not as much as the scholars, but we can kind of throw down, you and I. But it was a little strict in the household. That's about it, though. My dad really didn't want to do the whole sex talk with me. It was my mom.
Yeah, I think I never got any kind of birds and bee talk.
Was he embarrassed?
You can just figure that shit on your own.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can probably do it on your own. Yeah. I remember back in back in elementary school, like 5th grade, one of my friends told me, he was like, "Hey, if you grab your, your weenie and you kind of move it up and down a few times, some white stuff comes out." I'm like, "Well, really? I don't know." And I think he introduced me to that world.
How old was this again?
Yeah.
I don't know. We were like in 5th grade. Yeah.
A little
Yeah,
young, but
I don't have any
Yeah.
memories. I mean, I don't have any memories of the first time or how I would even figure something like that out. It's just instinctual, I think. Even if you don't have a Poindexter white friend like Robbie who
Yeah.
like talking about white stuff coming out,
Yeah.
like you figure that stuff out. Like it just comes to you, you know,
It does come to you.
like
You know
a
what I
bird,
mean?
like a bird learns how to fly,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, I never had any of that kind of talk. I think by the time your parents really want to get around to it, you've already seen Playboys and Penthouse magazines and whatnot, and discovered a stash somewhere.
Oh,
So
for sure.
there's no
Yeah.
need.
I was at a family's friend's house, and I think my family was somewhere in the dining room talking, and I think someone was watching WrestleMania on, somewhere else, and yeah, my friend, we were about the same age. He was like, "Hey, my friend's got these magazines under his bed," and I think that's the first time we opened a magazine. We're like, "Oh, what's that?" That's
sad
pretty
how kids
wrinkly.
won't have those same stories anymore.
No.
Hear that.
Yeah.
All right, so okay, so we had Sean Zimmerman's. Who else did we have that had some comments about their dad in the Facebook group?
Well, they had, yeah, so there were, well, some people had comments about their own dad, and then some had recommendations for, historical bad dads.
Oh, I see Aaron
Oh, Jeff
Easter.
Lee.
Okay, go ahead.
Simon Peter Nelson killed his 6 children. So this was out of Rockford, Illinois. He bludgeoned and stabbed his 6 children to death. That's horrible. Like, you might as well shoot them, right? Like, wouldn't you rather just be shot? Like, that's even worse. It's like part of the reason I'm pro-gun. Like,
Yeah, just
better
end it
way to
quickly.
go.
I wonder who has killed more of their children, moms or dads, throughout history.
I'm gonna say
You know what I mean?
moms.
Because yeah, usually in the news, it's a story about some crazy mom, like drowning her kids in the bathtub or like locking them in the car and running the car off into a river, that kind of stuff.
You know who kills more out of like couples? It's usually the stepdads. Like I've seen so many stories where the mom who's like not even qualified to have kids, leaves the kids with the stepdad. The stepdad probably
Or the boyfriend.
Yeah, the boyfriend, exactly. Mom comes back, the kid's dead. I don't know. Either he's drunk too much, had too much drugs, or he's like jealous of the attention that the mom gives to the kids, and kids are dead. Stepdad or boyfriend. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that doesn't really support my theory that mostly it's moms, but hey,
Yeah.
indirectly,
Come on, ladies. Just
by leaving her kids with a bad man. I guess that's kind of her fault. But
nobody mentioned Gavin Newsom's dad, right? He's one of the worst dads out there. He should have pulled out. So that's like the worst thing, that he leaving it in. He left it in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so your point is that Gavin Newsom was from a broken home.
Yeah, he comes from the broken home, man. It's
Yeah.
Gavin Newsom is like the whole Hitler thing. Like if I would have gone back in time, I would have told him, pull out, dude. I would have pulled it out for him. Here you go.
Oh,
That's
so you're saying
pulled out.
Yeah.
to save you Californians from his
Yeah. He wouldn't have
tyranny.
existed. That's right. Thank you.
Yeah, that guy's he's really like becoming a caricature of himself as just a gigantic douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a douchebag impersonator.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just like, he's got advisors just saying, get douchier, pour on the douche, up your douche game.
Is it sort of like Trump? Like Trump goes really hard on being Trump. It's sort of because there's like a fan base that really likes that. And so they're trying to mobilize his fan base that for some reason really likes the douche for this recall election.
I wonder, I think he just tries so hard to be I don't know, try so hard to be popular or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
So back to our group. Erin Easter said her dad was the greatest dad ever, but then proceeds to say that her grandfather had a habit of going drinking and gambling after he got paid, even though he had a wife and 6 kids. Oh boy.
Yeah,
But
that shit broke my heart when I read that, man.
her grandma left him after he gambled away the rent money. What a cliche, but I guess it's a cliche because it happens, right? And they were evicted, and she had to provide for all the kids, even though she didn't know how to drive and didn't have a car. So if you don't have a car, like it doesn't really matter if you can't drive, right? You know?
Okay.
Just ask the neighbor, be like, "Hey, I need to run some errands. Let me borrow your whip for a quick second, please."
But then Erin says that she was a mean grandma, but she gets a pass because she did raise the kids by herself. Sans car. So yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kwana shared a funny video from Parenthood.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's really funny. It was more, poignant.
In the
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Facebook
You're right.
group, I did say it's accurate. I don't know if you're going to put it on, but Keanu's character basically talks about how when he was a kid, his was it his daughter? I mean, his dad or stepdad would wake him up by flicking a cigarette on him, and calling them names or whatever.
Breakfast.
Yeah, make me breakfast. And was it the stepdad? Anyways, yeah, a lot of kids grow up like that. It's pretty sad, man.
Yeah.
But it's accurate.
Shouldn't smoke around your kids.
No.
Find something else to throw at them.
Or flip. Exactly. Yeah.
I think in
Chris's
that
ankle.
video he makes the point of you throw verbal insults, but he made the point that you have to get I guess in some places it's kind of an exaggeration. You have to get a license to have a dog. You have to register a dog, but you can be a dad with
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of unqualified people, unfortunately. Sorry, guys. Sorry, but it's the truth. You got to pass some sort of test. You should be able to.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a little weird if we were like, well, you can't have kids until you pass a test, but everybody should just pretend like you do,
Yeah.
just pretend.
That's not good for the libertarians, right, Chris?
No, I mean, it shouldn't be a law, but just pretend like you had to take a test before you knock someone up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that might be it from the group. Appreciate everybody for responding, and boo, yay for Erin's dad, boo to her
For
grandfather, and yay for grandma, mean grandma.
Yeah, holding it down.
Yeah.
Honorable mention going out to the grandmas in this episode, to be honest with you, noticing a theme here.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on. Jane, father stories.
Oh, me. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad he was great. Yeah, I definitely can't put him under bad dad. I would say he had a great sense of humor. He was very like thoughtful and kind of an Adam-like guy, actually. Kind of came from like a very blue collar working class coal mining town in Pennsylvania, and was just like kind of the one. He was like, I'm not living the rest of my life here. I'm getting myself out. And there were 7 kids in the family, and he was like kind of found his way. He didn't even he did like an associate's degree. He didn't do a full college thing. So it's very self-made. It was a systems engineer, worked for Kodak and GE, companies like that. Moved to California by himself. And my favorite, I will say, I think my favorite story about him. So he actually passed away in 2008. And this was back, oh gosh, I was probably a teenager. So this is way before the current climate, but I think it really rings true for now.
Right.
So we had our local car wash place was called Lozano's, and it was this awesome, it's like the most efficient, fast-paced like car wash ever. And they would give out coupons for on Wednesdays was ladies' day. So they would just like have in the little coupon booklets that got mailed to you and stuff, be like, oh, Lozano's ladies' day. on Wednesday. So my dad wanted to get the car washed on a Wednesday. So he goes and he takes a little coupon and he just hands it to them. He's like, I identify as a lady.
Whoa, that's he
Wow,
was
he's
ahead of his
aggressive.
times. He was ahead.
And they gave it to him. They gave him the discount. So ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Well, this was the Bay Area, so they were like, okay.
Oh yeah, maybe that's the other
Yeah.
thing too. It's like, oh no, we're used to it. Like,
He
what-
wasn't in the cast of Buzz and Buzzies. Was he with Tom Hanks?
Wasn't biased. I don't
Yeah.
even know this one. I'm really bad with movie references.
Yeah, Jane has.
That's killing.
Okay.
Yeah, she has almost zero knowledge of pop culture.
It's a sitcom
Almost
with
zero.
Tom Hanks, where both used to play guys that would
Wait,
dress up as
sitcom or
women.
movie.
It was a sitcom.
sitcom movie.
It was right sitcom.
Sitcom is only TV.
It was a
Situation.
It was a TV.
It was a TV, yeah.
Yeah, it was a TV. It was
Tom
sil-
Hanks?
Tom Hanks. Tom
I
Hanks.
always thought it was a movie. I didn't know it was a TV show.
There were episodes.
Well, we can
Tom
always
Hanks.
we do have the internet in front of us.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks and I think Peter Scolari was the guy's
Yes,
name.
sir.
Who
They even had a
later-
theme song.
Oh yeah, and later he was in Newhart, one of the Bob Newhart show. It was a sitcom. Yeah,
Peter Scolari.
yeah, and I think that was his name. Yeah, I think they in their hotel. They lived in a hotel, or like they lived in like a woman's boarding house. I'm
yeah,
not even
something
sure if
like
they
that.
have those.
Yeah.
I didn't know they existed because it was the 80s and it was the Susan B. Anthony Hotel, I think.
Oh wow, you've
don't-
got
I
more
don't know
info
why I
than
know
I do,
this.
man.
Yeah, I watched this show. I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
this show.
All right,
Yeah.
this was a television show.
It was a
according to
television
Wikipedia. Yeah.
Oh, I thought Robbie had the DVD case right there.
Right.
Oh,
Had me going for a second. I was like, wow, he just pulled it out of nowhere so
Yeah.
quickly.
I'm in the fan group on Facebook.
that was
Yeah.
definitely like there's nothing else on show. But it was
Yeah.
pretty
Fucking
outrageous. I guess it was pretty outrageous because yeah, it was they were just on the edge or verge of being caught every episode, like and just got out of it by the skin of their teeth every episode. So yes.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Jane's dad, he was ahead of its time. So
Yes.
kudos.
Sounds like,
Kudos.
yeah.
He gets
Yeah.
both points. He won't be canceled post
No,
Postmortem.
F those
Postmortem.
people. Yeah. F those people trying to cancel.
Round us out, Chris. I know you've got some good tales you could share with us and the people at home.
Oh, I think I've talked about my dad before. He was a refugee from North Korea to the South and then eventually came to the United States, went to like rural South Carolina. So he lived an interesting life. My parents were divorced before I was aware of what was going on. So my time with him was limited. We had an off and on relationship, I guess. You might call it estranged at times. But, he taught me my love of fishing. So,
Okay.
we had a lot of good times. Yeah. He
So
died on Christmas
Danny got
Day. I was
BMX
on a
biking. Chris got fishing.
Yeah.
he died on Christmas Day. I was on a cruise ship.
Oh,
So
wow.
I got the phone call.
Yeah.
Like as I'm about to sit down to dinner on a cruise ship. It was pretty crazy. But
Fuck,
yeah, I
man.
love my dad. Yeah, he was a workaholic. He
Mhm.
was a workaholic for sure. So
Did he was he kind of like mine? I used to do like school events. I was in school plays and stuff like that. But my dad, he early in my life, he was a janitor, so he used to work nighttime. So many school events, he was not there, but I was never like bitter about it because I always knew. My mom always told me, your dad's working, and so that's my dad was always working. So I was never bitter about that.
Same
I
here.
don't think I remember my dad going to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was the kind of dad, he would, if I had a game, he would drop me off and then go run errands and then come back and pick me up. Cause he just, to him, I think it was more like he just thought those things were frivolous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah. My dad finally went to finally like in high school, I think junior year, I was in Midsummer Night's play and I played a fairy. And so he went to go see me on stage. And then the next year I was in Greece and he went to go see me there. That's
Hold
pretty
up,
much.
hold up, Rob.
Yeah.
You played a fairy.
I did play a fairy. I know. It was
Visit this.
it
this
was
was your senior year.
You have pictures. Are there pictures
I
out there?
you know I do, but I'll try and find some and post them. But my junior year, Midsummer Night's Dream. It was a 70s style play, so we all dressed up 70s style. So I didn't wear the wings or anything like that. I just played one of the fairies, I guess. I wore the tight shirt and like the bell bottom
Were you a
style.
theater nerd?
Well, they always need it, like whenever they needed, and I was like a nice guy. Hey, Rob, can you want to come on? We need someone. Come on. All right, fine. So my junior year, I was in a play. Senior year, they needed someone for Grease, so I was in that play. And but not a theater nerd, but it was fun. It was fun when I was doing it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was fun.
So your
But-
dad was like, "Oh, there's no point in teaching about the birds and bees."
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna get the tang, backstage, right? So yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Theater nerds are weirdos too, so
Mhm.
some shit will go down.
No, but what's funny is the senior year, we're all getting dressed at the same time, and I'm over there changing clothes, and then this girl Amy next to me, she's over there. Okay, well let me. I'm like, okay, I was kind of a late bloomer, but I was like, okay, you do your thing, Amy. But
Sick.
it was fun. Yeah.
So does this mean she got naked in front of you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Basically, yeah. It was fun.
Wait, you
Nice.
couldn't have been that late of a bloomer if weren't you figuring out the masturbation thing in 5th grade?
Oh yeah. Just I was always kind of shy in high school, so it took me a while to finally kind of
Got
like,
that kind of late bloomer.
it was one of
Got it.
those things. Yeah. Like, oh, hey, may I?
You were shy, so you'd look down and be like,
Yeah.
hey, penis.
Well, yeah. Well,
Do you
what's
mind
funny?
do you mind if I get you out? Like, would it be cool if
Yeah.
We're gonna paint the town white. You down?
Yeah, I got some lotion.
That's right.
Just no big deal. If you're busy,
You got to buy me dinner first. Yeah, that's one of those things.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So rest in peace to Chris and Jane's fathers. They sound like interesting individuals, and they raise fine individuals themselves. I'm happy to be a part of this interesting podcast that we got going on.
Aw, thanks,
Yeah.
Manny.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, my dad was
Yeah.
he was a real hard ass. Real hard ass. So
Did
he
you
wasn't.
ever get like physically disciplined, belt, that sort of thing?
No, but I was deathly afraid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's and that's where I try to, like, I don't want to touch, like beat my kids, any more than I have to, but you want them to be afraid, more than, actually doing it. So yeah,
Right.
I was afraid. I was always afraid. So,
Hmm.
because
Same
he was just such a hard ass. Like I remember,
Yeah.
like he really only laughed once a year at Thanksgiving when we go to my uncle's. My uncle could make him laugh, so those were good times.
Wow.
But then when he was old and infirmed, like he was much more jolly.
Right.
But only then. Yeah. So. Yeah, dads.
Yeah, dads. I got the belt sometimes. I was mentioning to the group. This is a quick story. I had a younger brother, and I used to bully him sometimes. And we were fighting over the Super Nintendo one time, and my dad walks in the room. He's like, "What's going on?" And my brother just points at me. He's like, "Oh, you won't let me play." So my dad grabs the Super Nintendo. It was cord. It had a cord. Back then, he just throws it on the ground. He grabs the cord. He steps on the controller, and then he just pulls the cord out of the controller. He's like, "Okay, go ahead and play now." I'm like, "Oh!" In my mind, I'm like, "You're gonna end up buying me a new controller."
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my dad. I think I cried a little bit that night. A tear came out.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You learned.
Oh,
You learned though. You learned from that kind of loss.
You
Yeah.
do, but I laugh at those things now. I got the belt here and there, but now I laugh. I don't, like I said, I'm not bitter about any of that stuff. So I do appreciate how I was sort of molded a little bit. It's not a perfect, but I appreciate it.
Well, he probably thought, spare the rod, spoil the child.
That's right. I think so.
Is that
Yeah.
is that in the Bible? I think that's
No, it's
It-
spare the rod, spoil the rob. You got to be
Yeah,
careful.
That's right. I'm sure it's somewhere. It's in the Bible. Something.
It's like one of those the unabridged version of the Bible. You got to look deep.
Monkey's uncle on YouTube says, "Son, you say you're going to be in another musical?" Yeah, my dad maybe had some, but anyway, yeah, those for fun times.
For sure.
Thanks, guys.
Jane,
Yeah.
let's get into some news.
Okay. Well, let's see. In good news, sorry if you kind of caught me off guard. I didn't know we were
Yeah.
doing that
Hell of a
quick.
transition.
Yeah, right.
Let me get
I
my
was-
little my document up here just a second.
I was waiting.
I'm on my
to
it's
try-
always hard when okay, yeah. So bad news. And this gonna kind of relates back to what we were talking about earlier. A Spanish man has been jailed for 15 years and 5 months for killing and eating his mother at the apartment they shared in Madrid, Spain. So in early 2019, 28-year-old Alberto Sanchez Gomez strangled his mother to death following an argument and then cut up her body using a carpenter's saw and 2 kitchen knives, storing some of the pieces in the freezer and throwing others into the trash in plastic bags. Yeah. So worst son?
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
carpenter saw and 2 kitchen knives. That's a very specific
Yeah.
murder weapon detail in that article.
Yeah. And then like so I wish they would give the details. Like what body parts did he eat? What did he throw out? Like these are the things I'm curious about, and they never give those details.
What body parts, huh? That'd be a good question for Army Hammer, because we don't know he likes to, I think, eat body parts, right?
Oh yeah, he fantasizes about what? Yeah,
I have
with his-
avoided learning anything about that guy. So if you know something, fill me in. I feel like I finally need to learn about this weird
Well,
case.
he's the actor that was in what, The Lone Ranger.
I
He
know
was
he's in my
Yes.
birthday cocktail party, and I'd like to uninvite him if I
Oh.
can.
He was in the
Social Network.
Social Network. Yep,
Mhm.
twice.
Yeah, twice. Yeah, he played one of the
Right.
Voss Winkle brothers or what?
Winklevi.
Yeah.
Winklevi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess he liked to text message his girlfriend or maybe other past girlfriends that he fantasized about, like chopping their limbs off and eating them or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some weird shit. Yeah.
And
Okay,
then-
but no actions, just words.
Just words.
Okay.
Creepy
Thanks.
words.
Yeah.
I think I don't know what's worse, I don't know if it's like,
Words or
Um,
actions?
no, like, not, obviously it's worse to like chop limbs off and try to eat them, but
Yeah.
you'd almost rather like be accused of domestic battery. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That's more
'Cause then you
normal,
could-
right?
Yeah, than that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But you can wrap your head around a little anger and slapping someone. But I can't really
Yeah,
wrap my
yeah,
head
yeah.
around killing them and then consciously like chopping it up and then storing it.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
put your mom in a wrap and then wrap that. in-
Yeah.
Yeah.
They found he could put them in Tupperware boxes. I didn't
Yeah,
even know
there you
they
go.
had Tupperware in Spain, but
Yeah. So what did
Where's
this
global?
this Gomez guys? He made the tapas out of his mom.
Yeah.
Mama's
some-
tapas.
El
other
pastor,
the
carnitas.
other thing was, so he's getting 15 years for the murder, and then the 5 months is for like the dismembering a body.
That's not a lot of time.
I
It's
don't
not
think
a lot
it's
of time.
fair.
I think they should reevaluate. I mean, it was a pretty heinous crime, dude. The commitment it took to dispose of his mom that way.
But then he only has one mom. It'd be different if he was doing this to like, runaway teens
All
or
the
something.
moms.
But
Yeah, true.
yeah, he only and it's like he's not going to commit that crime again, because she's gone. So
Right.
that's not a lot of time. What's going on in Spain?
Yeah.
Maybe not a lot of.
Ooh.
Oh,
15
time.
years in prison for that.
who
Well,
knows?
Chris, you got to include all the siestas in there. So you didn't think about that.
What?
The siestas, they take like an hour siesta each day, right? It's
That's
like
right. Yeah, like they
yeah,
close. It's even longer than that. Like, don't they
yeah.
close down like mid-afternoon? Everything shuts down for a couple
You got
hours
to
or something.
factor that
Yeah.
in, Chris. Come on.
I kind of like that. Yeah, I like that that idea, like an afternoon nap every day.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So just gonna chill and
Okay.
unwind.
Well, this guy's crazy.
Monkey's uncle
Absolutely.
says his favorite band, the Mamas in the Tapas. Thank you, Monkey's uncle. That was funny.
Yeah.
Oh
Good
my
one.
gosh.
And I think that's kind of a dad joke.
That's a dad joke.
Yeah, Monkey's uncle's vying for your spot, Robbie.
Ah, come on. I
just
don't
kidding.
like you anymore. Or is that rude backhand? I don't know. Whoever went to UCLA or got a master's in something.
Psychology or it's
Psychology.
philosophy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You smart people. Yeah.
All
Anyway.
right. I want to move on to our good news.
Yes.
So a
Get us-
veteran, yeah, I love this story. A veteran lobster diver has survived being swallowed and spit out by a humpback whale off of Cape Cod. So last Friday, 56-year-old Michael Packard found out what it was like not to be at the top of the food chain. He says, all of a sudden, I felt this huge shove, and next thing I knew, it was completely black. I could sense I was moving, and I could feel the whale squeezing with the muscles in his mouth. Initially, he thought he was inside a great white shark, but he couldn't feel any teeth, and he hadn't severed any obvious wounds. So it quickly dawned on him that he was actually in a whale.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said, he continues, I was completely inside. It was completely black. And I thought, there's no way I'm getting out of here. I'm done. I'm dead. So yeah, and then one of his crewmen, Josiah Mayo, got to witness the whale bursting to the surface and flinging the guy to sea. He was hospitalized, but just for he had no broken bones, just some soft tissue damage. So pretty minor for
He's bruised.
yeah.
I wonder if this actually happened.
Imagine how
know.
much pussy he'd get for telling that story.
Oh, like how do you make that
I'm not
up?
sure. Is that something that makes the ladies wet? Like, I guess any kind of fame.
And so they interviewed an expert on humpback whales, and she's like, but based on what is described, this would have to be a mistake and an accident on the part of the humpback.
Oh
Because
yeah,
they're
sure.
not aggressive, especially towards humans. And that's just not how they go about eating. So I think the humpback was like, did
Yeah.
not realize what he had done.
Whoops.
Yeah.
So he's a lobster diver, and he was diving for lobsters. What kind of whale was this now?
Humpback.
So he was diving for lobster in the same. Do humpback whales swim around and eat in that depth of water? Like how? Right.
I didn't get details on whether it was unusual for the humpback whale to be where the diver was.
Yeah.
But I would like to tie this into our Father's Day episode, because you talk about, the Bible, and you rescue the father from the belly of the whale. I think it's a Bible notion.
Oh, Jonah.
Jonah
And the whale.
Geppetto. Who else is any other?
Geppetto's not in the Bible.
Yeah, that's.
I know Geppetto's not in the Bible, but he got swallowed by a whale. Is there anyone else? Are there any other characters out there?
Jonah. The
Yeah.
Bible story would be Jonah and the whale. But he
Right.
was in the whale's stomach, I believe. This dude was only in its mouth.
So he actually wasn't technically swallowed. They said that
Yeah.
the esophagus of whales that don't have teeth is not big enough.
It's like the size of a fist that maybe stretches to 15 inches, which I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whale would have been would not
But
want to
in a
swallow
whale,
something like
you're
that.
still in a whale, so
Yeah.
I'm entertained.
It's intercourse.
Does it say did he get like a lighter and like he didn't have like a bonfire in the stomach?
I know.
Well,
Well,
it is water.
you have to tickle the inside of its belly,
Yeah.
with something, and then
Yeah.
it upsets them, and then they blow you out the blowhole.
Yeah, you
That's how it
shoot out.
works.
That's how it normally works.
That's whale escape 101.
Yeah, come on, guys.
It's an interesting story. I don't know. I don't know. I saw a picture of the guy. He looks like he can make up some shit. That's all I'm saying. But I
He's
hope,
Right, fine.
his
but it could have
last
happened.
name's not like Balloon Boy, right? Like Johnny Balloon Boy. No.
Well, that's what made me think. We were talking about that before
Yeah.
the Balloon Boy story, because we were talking about the worst. Before the show started, we were talking about the worst dads, and that guy, the Balloon Boy's dad,
Yeah.
kind of popped into my head where he, I don't even know what kind of balloon they were like experimenting with weather balloons or something like that, and he
Mhm.
called the local news and said that his son had been stuck in one of the weather balloon. I don't remember this. I think I even talked about it once before on a previous Endless Ranters episode a year ago, like a long time
I
ago.
want to say, yeah, yes, you did. I want to say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and because I think it was maybe it was like a 10-year or 20-year anniversary of this story, but the media glommed onto it pretty quickly. But it was obviously, he was obviously full of shit.
Yeah. The kid mistakenly just, blurted something out and ruined the whole thing for the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was just no way the kid could fit inside a balloon like that.
No,
But
some
people believed it.
aluminum.
People believed it for a little while.
Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about this whale thing. Maybe not. It's a little incredible.
Well,
Oh,
you'd have
you
to
know
find
what?
some other cause of his whatever soft tissue bruises, like how they're I don't know. You gotta
His girlfriend beat him up, and it's
In the
like
water.
you'd rather tell people that you got molested by a whale, that a whale
Yeah.
was like, sucked you in and was like tonguing you, than admit that your girlfriend slapped you around a little bit. Well, it
Yeah.
could be true, but lobster die. Anybody that dies for lobsters, they got some tall tales, right?
yeah.
But it was a good headline. I hope it did happen. I hope it did happen.
Oh yeah. Me too. I wonder if they can make a movie out of this, Like
I
It's
wonder
in the
where this
works, I
ranks
heard.
in probability, like getting struck by lightning, um, whatever kind of freak accidents, winning
Pretty
the lottery.
low. I don't know how many people get struck by lightning every year. I bet it's hundreds.
Yeah.
Yeah, hundreds.
I used to live in Florida, and that was like the lightning strike capital of the world. And it would scare me because they would talk about things like how, you don't have to be outside. Like people get struck by lightning sitting inside because they have a tree outside of a window, and the lightning strikes the tree and then zaps them through the window.
I do remember once we had a storm come through and I was watching TV and I could see the light, the power, I don't know if it hit a power line or what, but it it looked like it went through the window and into my TV, and then the TV just went off, like our power went out. It was really freaky, but it did seem like I kind of wonder if I had been in the way of that trajectory, like what would have happened.
So you're saying the lightning did hit your TV or what? Or
Didn't hit the
it was like a
TV.
flash of light.
Yeah, there's like a flash of light from the power line into the. Yeah, I don't know how it. But I remember thinking like it looked like it had gone through the window. It didn't hit the TV. It was just it hit whatever caused the power to go out.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a question for you guys. What do you call a whale with bad posture?
Humpback.
A hunchback whale. Womp
Oh,
womp.
Oh, we're now entering the dad jokes section.
Yeah,
of
we're gonna be
tonight's episode.
closing out the episode with a few dad jokes provided to us by Rob.
I just have to throw that one out there.
Oh, is that all you got?
Oh no, I've got a few. If I can tell you guys a few ones.
Throw right off a few. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, guys. I'm afraid for the calendar. You guys know why? It's because its days are numbered. Anyways, my wife said I should do lunges to stay in shape. That would be a big step forward for me. Anyway, so why do fathers take an extra pair of socks when they go golfing in case they get a hole in one?
You're not even giving us a chance to answer.
Oh
I
yeah.
know he
Okay.
literally just rattled through a few right there. That hole in the one with the extra pair of socks, I like that one. That one's kind of clever.
Yeah, singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. Ugh.
What? So
That
Opera.
one's just too no.
Yeah.
Where's the
It's
hook?
bad.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know about that. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
How do you follow Will Smith in the snow? How do you follow
How?
Will Smith in this? You follow the Fresh Prince.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
we get it. Yeah.
So we're in June, but if April showers bring May flowers, what do May flowers bring? Jane, this is a good one for Jane. What do May flowers bring?
Pilgrims.
Pilgrims. Yeah. Awesome.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Mayflowers.
Wow.
There we go.
It was right there all along.
Yeah. You guys want some more? Because I can keep on going, guys. I thought
One
the
more.
dryer was shrinking my clothes. Turns out it was a refrigerator all along. Anyways,
Oh wow.
I don't get it.
Blame the fridge on this one.
The fridge shrinks clothes? What?
Yeah, because I get
Yeah,
fatter.
because he's eating.
Oh, because you
eating a
eat.
bunch of-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which bear is the most condescending? Which bear is the most condescending?
Grizzly.
The polar bear.
No. Panda. Panda.
Oh, gosh.
That's pretty condescending.
Oh,
All right, you guys. I can keep on going. Just let me know when.
I like how much you like these. You enjoy these so
know.
much.
I love them. My dad jokes just come naturally. I'll do them all day long.
Wait, you didn't make those up, did you?
Oh no. Mine are
Okay.
like natural. They'll just.
Wait, are
I'm
these
reading.
the ones you?
Oh, these are it. These are it.
All right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
like some of the. Okay. Why are elevator jokes so classic and good?
Because.
They work on so many levels.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
okay.
that was the one
I like that one.
It's almost like a riddle.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to like kind of.
It's like
Yeah,
dad
they're kind of
riddles.
riddles. What do you call a pudgy psychic? What do you call a pudgy psychic?
I'm lost. I don't know.
This one's pretty complicated. A fortune teller.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. So did we lose
Shame
everybody?
shaming on this show.
Yeah. Let me
Rob.
let me check the YouTube numbers. Okay, it looks like we've lost listeners. Anyway.
I think that's a good sign that we really start
went
wrapping
from
up.
9 to 7.
The
Yeah.
show has hit a new low.
That's right. Yeah. What time did the man go to the dentist?
2:30.
Yeah, 2:30. Oh, this is so
Okay.
bad. This is bad.
Yeah. Oh, now you're gonna give up.
Yeah, this is bad.
Always on the 2:30 joke. Always
Yeah.
on the 2:30.
I know. Anyways, we love the dads. We love the dad jokes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got good stat stories, experiences all around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dads are cool.
Yeah, they're cool. I hope everybody has a good barbecue for whoever's doing the barbecues. Don't forget to wear your mask and only invite six to 8 people to your parties.
Oh, well, just real quick in the news. So yeah, as of yesterday,
Yeah.
I know you guys talked about this a little bit in regards to the comedy show experience which was on the 15th. So yeah, are people are you noticing a difference in California society now
Yeah,
that now you're allowed to live and breathe?
I am. Yes.
You are.
Are you?
I'm
I
seeing
haven't
difference.
been to a grocery store yet since they lifted it, so I'm not sure. I don't know.
I think the lifting of the mask started yesterday, I guess, in California. The coffee shop I always go to, the employees are still wearing masks. Everybody when I walked in, they were all wearing masks. I usually take the train to work. When I had my mask in my pocket, And I walked downstairs. I'm like, here, this is it. Let's do it. And when I walked downstairs, everybody was wearing their masks. I talked to my boss when I got literally everybody was wearing their mask. I was like, oh, come on. I talked to
They
my
didn't
boss.
lift it for public transport.
Yes, exactly. That was it. Exactly. That was the issue. Yeah. I thought it was like everything. I didn't really pay attention. But yeah.
So what about in your office? People are
So the masks are still being lightly enforced, and I'm sure it's got a lot of liability issues going on there. But yeah, we're still wearing them officially. Unofficially, whatever you want.
Yeah, I don't know if you can't really judge by employees in the stores, because they have to, or, they're kind of, they're dealing with their customers. So the last thing they want is a customer that's all, crazy about it to get upset. So can't really judge by the employees, but you should be able to judge by the patrons. Hopefully people stop walking down the streets with masks on in Los Angeles.
I'm going to dispute the whole worker wearing masks, because I think at some point you have to, like, at what point is that crazy? I mean, you can't cater to crazy forever.
No, I'm saying that it's not really their personal decision. Like, it's their employer.
Yeah.
That's their employer that's saying it. So if you walk into a coffee shop and everybody behind the counter is still wearing a mask, it's really not their choice, so.
Yeah, we were basically told, just I told my staff, all right, guys, these are the instructions we got from the home office. Just have this here. It's all, and I told them a lot of it is liability. A lot of it is liability. Just, this is it. Have your extra masks here. Have this here. Great. But we actually started taking some signage down and everything. So I feel like slowly we're kind of moving slowly to, I sent some emails today. Hey, are we still going to have this here? Are we going to put this away? And I'm not that I'm like pushing, but I'm asking, and I'm kind of reporting back. Look, this is what we're getting. This is what we're kind of facing. A little bit of pushback here, a little bit of this there. Some people want to wear them. Some people are like, hey, what about the, lifting of the thing? I'm just reporting it. And then there's some movement now. There's more the capacity. We have a gym at our office building. We're at full capacity now. And that's good. We're not policing we're not policing people wearing masks. I'm not going to do that. And we're not going to police that. It's just do your thing. We're not going to police you. That's
Are you hitting the gym, getting those gains back?
I sometimes I go during lunch, like like 2-3 times a week. It's mostly weights, just
all right.
So you gotta keep those guns in shape.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah. It's very slowly, but hopefully it's happening. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, good luck to you all out there in California.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Texas is done. They started this.
They've been done. They returned a long time ago.
Yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 months now.
Yeah, they're in like 2023 right now.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom said we were all going to die, or there was what was it?
The Homo sapiens or something. Yeah, Cro-Magnons.
Cro-Magnon thinking, something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nothing happened. So, well, good for you. Glad y'all are getting your freedoms back.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Feels great.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for tuning in. I'm sorry. I'm kind of like, I'm under the weather a little bit, and
you did fine, all things considering.
Yeah, I lose my voice. So I appreciate everybody tuning in, or we
forget
appreciate
your mask,
it.
Chris.
No mask. I don't even carry a mask anymore. Damn it. Damn that shit. So, yeah. So thanks a lot for everybody for tuning in. I guess we'll hang out for a little bit and crack wise and before we call it a night, but we'll go ahead and wrap up the episode saying, get it on.
Get it on.
Get it on.
Get it on, everybody.
All right.
Recording stopped.
Good times. So we averaged about 90 minutes on that one.
Oh, perfect.
Cool.
Wait, it says the YouTube says it's been streaming for 83 minutes.
Oh, never mind. So I think
So
the
it's really-
clock over here.
Yeah. it was really
Manny said
short.
we averaged 90 minutes on that one.
Yeah, how do you
But-
average on one episode? The average
So-
is the actual.
So
He did do a bong hit mid
No.
show.
He did.
Yes, you did.
2 actually. But so here's the thing: when we stream live on YouTube, the length of the video episode is longer than the actual audio episode that gets uploaded. That's why sometimes when you guys send me something over the chat concerning the time, and I'm over here saying don't worry, I'm saying don't worry because I'm taking note of the time of how long the audio episode will be.
Right.
If that
So the
makes any
audio
sense.
is less than the YouTube.
Yeah,
Right. So
Right.
this one's 83, so it's obviously not going to be 90 minutes.
I know. I thought it was gonna average 90, but I read my clock wrong over here on my end. That's what I'm saying.
Ah,
Yeah. Since I usually
guys-
use the cell phone.
Did you guys watch listen to the Adam Kroll episode today with Georges St. Pierre?
I heard it was good.
No, I haven't listened to it.
Behind because I've been busy with work.
That guy was great, but even great, like he was a great, great guy, great attitude, great stories and everything. But like, I get a kick out of these French Canadians, how they can't pronounce the letter H, right? So it's like, and I hit him, but even better is like the difficulty they have with syllables. You know what I mean? They can't get syllables down. You know what I mean? Like they can't pronounce like every syllable has the same length or same accent or lack of accent. You know what I'm saying?
I've never
No?
This because one of my good coffee shop friends is French Canadian. So now I'm gonna have to listen to her closely.
Which one was that?
Janine, she was
Is
blonde.
that the realtor?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's right. I noticed she had an accent, but yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't really place it because I guess she's been here a long time.
Yeah. Manny wants to come meet the friends too. My coffee shop crew. He heard all about them last night.
What was your friend's name that came with us?
Amy.
Yeah, Amy was talking them up quite a bit. I was like, okay.
It's like a
Piqued my
movie.
interest enough to want to go and check it out.
What was the movie she compared them to? Midnight in Paris?
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Oh yeah, I've never seen it, but that I can kind of picture it. Or what is it? The Best Exotic Marigold Hotel or something, like just some like really random, interesting characters all gathered, different walks of life, ages, whatnot, just kind of all gathered together, talking, telling stories.
Yeah, these guys are. I
And then
feel like
Jane.
I'm the boring one in this group.
Yeah. And then
You're the
Jane
boring
was
one.
there.
And I like being the boring one.
Why is that? You just like to sit back and be the wallflower and just soak it all in, or what?
Yeah, like they're all, they've all got interesting stories and things to share. Like there are other social situations I'll be in, and like I'll kind of be sitting back,
Right.
but the people talking are so boring that I'm like, I want to just talk about my stuff, but I know that it's going to be over their head.
Yeah. Oh,
And like, they
okay.
won't care, and this was the Midwest for me. It was like I just want to have like a more interesting conversation, but they have no interest in that because that's not like their value set. So
That's why you sound so scarred when you talk about your time in the Midwest.
yeah, I felt like an alien. I really did.
I hear you.
Yeah, man, you saw how flat it was in Oklahoma.
Don't remind me, man.
It's the same. It sort of all goes together.
I mean, here's the other thing too.
That bad.
It wasn't.
There's worse out there.
Wow.
Hold on, what are you talking about?
The U.S.
The geography, the
topography of the Midwest or Middle America,
okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I don't know. The other states.
I guess Robbie's done.
I got actually, there's like a work emergency thing. Thankfully, I'm here already. So yeah.
Is someone bottomless on the property that you got to go tend to?
No, actually, our garage door is broken. So
Oh, you're gonna go lift it yourself? That's hardcore, bro.
I know, right?
Those gym gains are coming in handy.
Hell yeah. I don't even want to. I was having fun with nobody at our work gym. Now there's people, going there, and I don't like that. I don't like that.
I'm catching
Damn it, my
there's
personal gym is no personal anymore.
a large group of society that's gonna be like, oh, I wish people weren't out again.
Yeah.
Like flight attendants.
But I can't get a good, yeah, exactly. Or can't get a good parking spot.
Oh,
All the good parking spots are taken now.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. Sort of, not really, but sort of.
While it lasted.
While it lasted. But freedom is fun too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it was fun. I hope you guys had fun. Silly.
Thanks, Rob.
Silly. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll watch. You guys are still on YouTube. I'll watch you guys until you guys are done. I just have to jet.
All right, buddies. Good to see you, man.
You guys too. Talk to you guys later.
Good
I'll text you.
All right.
Cool.
Later.
Take care.
Yeah. Bye.
Man, I really need to find a new desk chair. So if anyone out there on YouTube has recommendations, yeah, that's why I'm on the couch, because my current desk chair is not being nice to my back. And I've done all this
X
research,
chair.
I've not like bitten on anything yet. Now I'm getting desperate.
What about the X chair?
Oh yeah, the Ace is
So
talking up on the
expensive.
show.
Yeah.
And they're a little too involved. Like I want something a little more subtle.
When you look for a desk chair and like Adam, like they're offering free financing, you're just like, what's going on here? Why do I need to take a loan out for this desk chair?
Exactly. I mean, I'm willing to pay. I don't know. I am willing to pay a little bit.
What's the most you're willing to shell out?
Like 500.
Okay.
That's a lot for a desk chair.
Time.
That's true. You should get one of those giant balls. Like the
yoga balls. We talked about
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Like that lady that had the 10 kids last week.
Oh, yeah. I should have a follow-up story on her at some point.
Go and sit on her.
See how she's holding up. I bought those reflexology sandals.
Oh yeah. Okay. How are they working out?
I wear them like every morning when I'm getting ready, like getting my coffee and brushing my teeth, stuff like that. And then when I get ready for bed.
Is it that they feel good when you're wearing them, or the moment you take them off, because they're like knobs that are pressing into your foot? It's when you take them off, you're just like, oh, sweet relief.
Yeah. You kind of feel the circulation. And the thing is, I wish you could find something that does that for like your head and like your neck. But the thing is, your feet, you can put your entire body weight on. So you get this, there's a no effort massage, but like the rest, you can put all your body weight on your head, or like on, I guess you can get these foam rollers, but it takes a lot of effort. And I have one, but like just wearing little sandals is so easy.
Yeah. I like how they had each knob, or whatever you want to call it, on the shoes had like a body part. Like one was like liver,
right,
rectum,
they supposedly correlate with some part of your insides.
I wonder if they do.
I know you do,
because that's kind of like a Chinese thing. Like you tell these Chinese doctors just make shit up.
Yeah.
Like
also to American doctors. So
that's true.
So like, which one do you believe?
They press, like you press on this part of your heel, and it
you can't stop farting for 3 days.
Yeah, or makes your erections last longer, something like that, like tiger penis.
Yeah.
It's a lot of what do you call it? What would be the what's it called? The placebo effect in Chinese, ancient Chinese medicine. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you grind up this tiger penis and you put it in tea and you'll last all night. And you're like, yeah, I will. And you do, but it's just a placebo effect, maybe. I don't know.
Foreskin and all.
Because I've seen tigers do it. They do not last long. You know, it's pretty quick. If you ever watch the Nature Channel,
No.
they go for speed.
Oh,
You know,
okay. Interesting. And then
and they're not
you a tiger enthusiast?
they're not giving lovers. You know,
They're selfish.
so I don't understand why grinding up their dried up penis and drinking it as tea would, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't know what I'm talking about right now.
It's
I
the
don't
meds,
know.
man. The
But
meds
I'm
got you
looking forward to
loopy.
interviewing Manny's friend on Saturday.
Oh yeah, I get a special spin-off episode.
Yeah.
Raw meat.
Carnivores.
Raw meat. I have so many questions.
Write them all down, or the more
No.
that pop into your head, just make a little Google Docs
I
document.
feel like a little bit part of it's going to be just Jane and your friend like bragging about the raw body parts they've eaten. And they'll be like, I ate raw ground 80-20 ground beef. And he's going to be like, I ate raw liver. She's going to be like, I ate raw. I don't have any more parts. Yeah, like I ate raw lungs or tongue or
Raw
yeah.
lungs. That's something.
Gosh.
They're
I
gonna be
wonder if that's an
challenging each
option.
other. Raw tongue.
No lungs.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Tongue would be good though. I like tongue.
Yeah, you do.
I like you too.
Thinly sliced tongue. Yeah, we had that at the Korean barbecue place. That was the that might
Oh,
be
you
the
guys,
first.
That was my
where'd you
favorite
guys
one.
go?
Bulgogi Hut.
Oh yeah.
It's like Pizza Hut, but with Korean barbecue.
It was 2 hours all you can eat.
Oh, okay.
It was the
Yeah.
only one that had a name you could pronounce. You know what I mean?
Everything
all of
else is
them had
just like
Yeah.
symbols.
yeah, exactly. Like-
yeah.
Like bulgogi,
And-
ours are us.
Oh my
And
gosh.
how was the quality of the meats there?
I thought it was really good.
It was really good. I always get a kick out of how much they rush you. Like they're like because you get a 2 hour maximum because it's kind of all you can eat, but
It
they
was
put a
like-
time
Right.
limit on you and they're rushing you.
Korean barbecue.
It's like I know we say 2 hours, but not really 2 hours. Let's go.
And the lady had like a spiel, like a 15-second spiel on ordering. And we were like,
Really?
What? You have to repeat that. She was like annoyed that we asked her to repeat like how this all goes down.
So how was it? Was it like a flag system? You just turned it to green or red or whatever?
No, they would just come around, see if you wanted more, but they were also like, if you don't cook it, you pay more for it. You pay extra for anything you don't cook. So you
Yeah,
have
that
to,
was
like,
yeah,
make
that was
sure
a
you
weird
don't
thing.
Over order.
A very
Oh, okay, I
Korean.
gotcha.
It was a very Korean thing. Like
They're not
so
trying to
it-
be
yeah.
wasteful.
yeah, like if you're wasteful, you're gonna be punished for it. Like I ordered it, you brought it to the table. If I eat it or don't eat it, like you know, that's how it
Yeah.
works.
I'm not your son. Get off my back.
Yeah.
Hey,
You
should,
go to
we,
like a
should we live that one? Should we live the interview?
It's up
What
to
time?
you.
What time are you guys doing it?
2.
Afternoon.
2 p.m. We could ask, see if anyone's interested, and be like, "Yo, we're doing a live. Would you be interested in this? The raw
Yeah.
meat lifestyle." Or we could just
Bet if
record
you
it. I don't know.
if you said that you were gonna eat the raw meat on camera, that might get people
That will garner some
Tune
more
in.
eyes. You're right.
I
like
could do that.
a raw raw meat contest.
Yeah, you could prep some hors d'oeuvres, have them ready on the side. Some raw meat and a couple eggs. Be like, here you go.
Yeah, I don't have anything. I just have my regular 85-15 ground beef. And then I make my little, I do the 80-20. I put it in the air fryer and make a little wall around the center, like a burger with a wall on it.
Yeah,
And then put the egg yolk inside.
that one sounds good. I want to try that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been eating really clean this week in preparation.
It's like I'm getting mentally and physically prepared. Let's do this.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, I'm
Um,
looking forward to it as well. See how much I could learn from this whole 2-on-1 interview.
Or to see if they can convert you.
It's not a matter of converting. It's just trying to source the stuff and how much it would cost and all that.
I
And
mean,
then-
No.
my ground beef is $5 a pound.
Okay. And how many pounds do you eat?
Like maybe, well, okay, I mix it up with ribeyes. So I'll eat like half a pound of ribeye and maybe half a pound of ground beef.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that kind of lifestyle. I mean, you're going to buy higher quality meats that would be expensive, but you're also not going to spend like, $3.59 on a bag of Doritos that, doesn't do shit, and all the crap that like,
It's a very efficient spending.
yeah.
No, true. I don't eat, I don't spend money on junk food like that either. So that's the other thing I have going for me is just like keep that junk food out of the house as much as possible.
Yeah. So when you get high, like, what do you like to eat after? Do you just not eat, or is that when it's like you start tearing the cupboards apart, like like eating marshmallows and shit out of the cabinet? What do you
I
do?
have fruit, and then I also have what is
It's-
it? I'll usually have like some deli meat just laying there, or I'll have some
Good
cheese.
strategy.
Yeah. I also
Takis.
have no Takis. I'm not a fan of Takis. Tapas. Mama's in the tapas again.
Nice.
Yeah, so just like, deli meats and then cheese, fruit, and then peanut butter. There's like a few random ass like boutique brand peanut butter that I'll buy at the local grocery store here. I just, stumble upon them, try different brands and see what they offer.
Just peanut? Do you ever do like almond butter, cashew butter? Those are my weaknesses.
I have tried those, but I don't come across them as often as I do with the peanut butter, which is weird. They're like not as there as often, unfortunately.
That's yeah, you got to go to the fancy places.
And they're a bit out of the way for me. Well, not out of the way. It's just like I feel like I get my money's worth at this spot, and it's just like why go out of my way.
Yeah.
It's very convenient.
I'd rather just eat raw almonds versus almond butter. I don't know, but I guess it feels more like a dessert treat if you're.
It does. That's
Yeah.
the other thing. It fucks with my mind. It's just like like you say, it feels like it feels like a little dessert, like a treat.
Do you make sure they don't have extra oils in them, like the seed oils?
Yeah, I'll check out the labels, what it says.
Yeah. Same here.
Or if I do want to like get super fancy with it, I'll take some apples, cut those up, and then mix it with the peanut butter. Be like, all right, gonna go wild with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that with apple slices and like the almond butter, or whatever that, cashew butter or something like that. So
Yeah.
So what do we think about topics next week?
And oh yeah, that's a good
I have
question.
no idea. I almost bailed out of tonight's. I was like, I laid down for like a half hour once I got back to my hotel room.
We did good though.
Like-
We did good.
I could fall asleep
Yeah.
just talking all day.
Oh,
I gotta get back to doing some work, so
Yeah.
well,
probably check out here.
we'll brainstorm a few things and then see what comes to mind in the next few days.
Yeah, I don't know what holidays are coming up, but I think the 4th of July is coming
still, like,
up,
a
or
couple weeks. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
okay.
All right.
All right, y'all.
Bye, guys. Thanks, everyone on YouTube.
Thanks
Yeah,
for watching.
thanks a lot.
Come join us
supporting.
Friday.
Yeah, we'll put up the link. We'll put up the link on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay.
Y'all take
All
it
right,
easy.
y'all. You
All
too.
right.